And welcome back, everyone, to the Lantern Corps series. This is the last one for the month. Well, last one for this cycle of videos. Then we move over to back to the Digimon ones next week. But this comes to us from, what was it? Super PR Guru. I'm going to guess that means Power Ranger. Super Power Ranger Guru. I am Super Power Ranger Guru. Now get the Megazord. I can totally see you coming. No, it's morphing time. You can't stand Lord Guru. Now get the Megazord. I just went 100 Dragon Ball Z. I don't care. But point being, we have Johnny Silverhand from Cyberpunk 2077. Now, I'm going to be flat honest, never played this game. I've seen it around before. It's just not my take, not my thing. But I can kind of fashion a Lantern Corps from what I was able to find about him. What I was able to find about him is he was ex-military. I believe he was betrayed at some point. Kind of functions as a terrorist against the big businesses and the cyber corporations. And he did ultimately actually die, but a kind of a copy of his personality was recorded on more or less like a backup, and that's part of the plot of the game. Now it's not really him. It's just like a basic copy of his memory, but it's still part of him to some degree. But the way I can find about him. He didn't really have trouble using people for the cause. He kind of, I don't know if he completely lacked compassion, but he on some level he cared. It's just I think he was blinded by his own grief and anger and drive. But at the same time, I wouldn't call him a rage lantern because even though he was clearly getting some level of revenge here. Go away, go. Things are paused at the moment, or things are frozen at the moment. Case in point, I literally got an update on my computer, and there we go. Jeez, it wasn't going away. So, all right. Anyway, I digress. So, you could maybe make an argument that he was driven by revenge, which is kind of rage, but he was described as the rock star, or a rock star without the sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So I don't know if you could really call that rage-driven. If he has rage, which I'm sure he has some level of it, it's a very controlled rage. It's very self-centered. But I don't think I could qualify rage on there. Like I said, I don't know how compassionate he is based on what I could find. I'm just going to take compassion out of the equation. If you are someone who's played the game and can go in more depth of his personality than I can, then please let me know if you think compassion is a good fit. That being said, clearly not a gold lantern, clearly not a ultraviolet lantern. He's felt no shame. Not a white lantern, not a blue lantern either, really. Really, when I break it down, it came down to these. When alive, it's probably either the boring answer of green, because that takes great willpower to kind of rise up again in the ashes like a phoenix. And I don't mean like his age, I mean being betrayed, ex-military, becoming a terrorist, and keep doing what you're doing. Or fear, because he was a terrorist, and he was a well-known terrorist. So, I think fear when he was alive might have been the better option. But the real answer is he's a death lantern because he's dead. There's no other real answer to it. He's dead. So, I mean, that's the only lantern corps you actually can qualify for. Now, again, if you were living, I'd probably be more inclined to say fear, although, as I was saying, maybe there's definitely an argument to be made for compassion or rage, depending on his lack of empathy or how angry he really was. But I leave that for any of you who's actually followed Cyberpunk to let me know about, to inform me on. Because I don't know if he's selfish enough to count towards avarice, because he seemed to have a goal in mind. It's just he never got to that goal, and I don't really see him being a beacon of hope in a general sense, or being very hopeful himself. So I guess I would go death because he's dead, but I'd go fear when he was living. What do you think? I'm clearly not an expert on this character. I had to do the best I can with the information I could find. So, for anyone who's played the game, let me know what you think. Put it in the comments below. Do you think I'm on the right track with something along the lines of fear or will and death, obviously? Death, I know I'm right on because he's dead. But like some of the other ones, I'm thinking maybe leaning towards compassion because lack thereof, or maybe leaning towards rage, or is it possibly one of the other ones? Are any of the other ones possible? Let me know in the comments below. But until then, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.